Okay, YouTube. This is Joe, your D&D miniature madman. I'm coming to you today with a treat. I told you it was coming. I got it, and I'm excited about it. We're gonna open it. I've actually already opened some of it up because I tried to film this while I was opening it. Yeah, you get where it goes. There's still a lot more opening to do because I realized the mistake I made. We're good. Um, I bought us a case of D&D DDM miniatures that I'm going to share with you all. Meaning, I'm going to open them, I'm going to show them to you, give you my opinion on the miniature, what I'm excited about, what I'm not. The set I bought is this one right here. I picked up Lords of Madness, a full case of it. So that's 8 booster bricks. So, out of the 8 booster bricks, we're going to open up 6 of them. 2 of them are going to go in my case for cabinet candy. The others, you and I are gonna play with. We're gonna have some fun tonight with it. I already opened one box up because I tried filming this beforehand, realized I made a mistake. That's all right, it happens. I'm sure it happens to all of you too. Uh, it's kind of an expensive thing to buy. It cost me $600 to get this plus tax. Remember, I'm in Florida. We have a 6% sales tax. Um, I got the cards for it. It was an unsealed case. Now it's opened, and I know there's somebody who's going, why would you do that? Well, I did it. And why? Because I want to know what's in the boxes. Putting one or two aside for my collection is fine. Putting a whole case aside, I think, is a bit excessive. I'm sure there are collectors out there that have done that, and that is their thing. And to them, more power to them. For me, I need to be able to enjoy what I've got, and that means I need to open it up and see it. So that's what's happened here. Um, First miniature that came out was the Arcane Portal right here. I like this miniature a lot. Actually, when I was looking at it on the map of the different miniatures online, this was one of the ones I'm like, I really want that one. It is an uncommon. Initially, I thought it was a common, but it's got the diamond, which is an uncommon. Circle is common. Star is rare. The Lords of Madness set, and the reason I decided to do this set over another set is because this set has the ultra rares. It's the only set with the ultra rares from the DDM series. Um, that's why I decided to go this route, and I think that's going to really add something to this and make it kind of special. But for right now, we've got the first one, um, Arcane Portal. Like I said, I'm not done talking about it. It's a really cool miniature. I mean, it's kind of a piece of terrain in and of itself. Well, it is. Just full on it is. But it's got a little translucent. It looks like it's something kind of cool that can be utilized in your games. It's really neat to have. That's where I'm at on it. And part of the reason I picked up a full pack of a full case was one so that I can kind of add a significant impact to it, but also I wanted to have those extra couple of boxes to really kind of fill the shelf out. Not just empty boxes, but full on sealed boxes. Just two. That's a total of 12 miniatures. These boxes have 6 miniatures total, so 5 normal size and then 1 giant. Here's our next miniature though. What we have is an Orc Archer. This is number 36 of 60. This one is a common miniature. This is actually a pretty good looking miniature though. I don't think it's as good looking as the WizKids orcs, but certainly not as brutish as WizKid orcs. Um, but it's a good looking miniature. It's an archer. Um, yeah, I mean that's not a bad looking miniature. Here's the backside for you if you want to see it. And I know I should have this on a turntable, which I have, showing you everything here, and then you wouldn't have to look at my ugly mug. But honestly, I don't care. I'm sharing these with you. I'm opening them up today. I saw the whole box sitting on the table when I came in the house from work, and I was like, I got to do that tonight. I was gonna share it with some buddies, have an experience, kind of make it fun. I needed to let you guys know what was in that case tonight. So that's what we're doing here. We're gonna go to our next one here. This one's kind of cool. It's a little bit bigger, and I'm excited for it though. That's the big thing here. Um, Here we go. That's it. This one is Oni Night Haunter. This is an uncommon, 35 of 60. You know, this one's all right. That's the truth of it. This is the thing about the DDMs, is sometimes the sculpts really could have used some more detail. And this is one of those ones that is the case. And this is the last set of the DDM series. The Lords of Madness was the final series. Um, the paint's okay. You know, it's got 4 colors on it, or 5 colors, whatever, maybe 6. It doesn't matter. Um, yeah, I mean, this one's going to be kind of hard to put in your game if you're playing 5th Ed, because I don't believe the Oni Night Haunter is a character in the 5th edition games. So you'd have to do something about it, some homebrew rules maybe. Um, it's still a good looking miniature, you know. Even if it's not the best, it's uncommon, but it's part of the collection, and it's still going to look good in my cabinet. So out of the ones that I got in the first box, this is the set that I'm the least excited about, or excuse me, the miniature I'm the least excited about. The Arcane Portal was the one I was the most excited about. This one I'm the least, and this one here is kind of one dimensional. It's not entirely one dimensional, but it's a rot grub swarm. It's a common again. It is number 40 of 60. You can kind of see it. That is it right there. Kind of gross, little bit. Grubs, yeah, eat those. Yeah, it's just it is what it is. Not every miniature you're gonna buy is gonna be gorgeous. Especially if you're doing blind pulls, which I love to do. Um, just the way it is, you know. That's the fact of it. Is sometimes we're gonna get something that we're gonna be like, well, what's the point of this? Um, and then sometimes we're gonna get something cool. And I think this next one might be that, something unexpected, which I have gotten the unexpected, and it's worth it every time I do that. So I love blind boxes like Christmas. So here we go. This next one here is the Shardmind Dominator, which is rare. It might even be the ultra rare. It's 44 of 60. I'd have to do some research on this one. Maybe in a future video I'll let you know. I like this one a lot. This is it right here. The Shardmind Dominator is one of the ones on the box. That's the truth of it right there. It is on the box. It's a good looking miniature. For one, it's got that translucent look. You know I love that translucent look. I really do. It's a good color. It's just there's a lot going on with this miniature, and I can't say enough about it. I'm gonna let you guys know more about it as I find out more. We'll do a review just on this miniature at some point. Here's the last one from the first box. There we go. All right. So this one is the Trihorum Behemoth, number 53 of 60. It's an uncommon. This is actually a pretty good sculpt, guys. The paint's not too bad either. Could be a little bit better on the paint, but the sculpt is actually pretty good. You're kind of seeing it for everything it is right there. It's an uncommon, so you're going to see more of these out on the market than you would others. But it's still a lot of fun. This is a good miniature to have in your cabinet. Um, I like it. Box number 2. Remember, we're doing 6 of these today, so this is the second of them. Probably have more of the Trihorum Behemoths. Oh, with that suck. Just open up all 6 boxes and every giant Trihorum Behemoth. And there really wouldn't be anybody I could complain to because I just bought it off eBay. I don't think these things are all still sealed. By the way, that Shardmine Dominator, it's on the cover of the box with whatever it is on the back. What is it? The Crown Wing. Like I said, the only real thing I'm upset about is that they everything got glued down. I mean, I get not wanting stuff to go missing and stuff, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. All right, again, we got the cards here, right here. I did read up what one of them is. I know which one it is, but I'll share it with you as I get to it. So we got our first miniature here. Let's pop it open, see what we got. I'm going to move this box a little closer so that I have my trash bin, because I'm just putting all the empties in there, so that'll be a little easier. Ooh, what's this? Dragonborn Elementalist. It's a rare one. This is number 12 of 60. Not really sure what to say on this one. I mean, there it is. It's a rare one. This is kind of my beef with DDM, is that some of these, here, let me get a see the head too. Some of the sculpts are a little bland. Some of the paint jobs are a little bland. And here's an example. This one's a rare one. This is one that should be more difficult to find. And honestly, I would expect it to be a bit more unique because of that. But it is what it is. I'm not going to throw fits over it. Let's see here. 5, yeah, 6. We're going to go to the next one here. So, next one here. Oh, Genku Warrior. Oh, this is cool. This is common, so nothing real special about it as far as its rarity. But it's a Genku. Or actually, not even a Genku. Kenku. Yeah, Genku Warrior. It's number 25 of 60. And there we go. It's kind of got a little bit of that. It's a warrior, but it's kind of got a little bit of that I'm stealing something kind of look. He's actually reaching for another dagger if you look closely. I don't know if you can see it here. There we go. You might be able to see it there. I know my camera's not the best. I could use a better camera, but this is what we got. Kind of a bland little pose, kind of a bland little paint job, but it's still kind of cool. Kenku's, they're interesting to have in your campaign. Honestly, they are. So you know, if you're gonna have a player play one, or if you're gonna have them as NPCs, they're fun. Here we have. This is an uncommon. This is a piece of terrain. A lot like how I mentioned we had the arcane portal. Well, now we have a trapped chest. The chest is not open. It's just a chest. It's uncommon. It's actually not too bad. The sculpt, for what it is, the sculpt's pretty good on this. And the paint job's not bad either. So, am I super excited about having a trapped chest that were a mimic? I'd be really excited. But this is not bad. I'm okay with this. All right. So the next three are actually ones I'm pretty stoked about. And I'm going to start with the large Onyx that came in, because the other two are pretty cool looking, and I want to get to those afterwards. So this one that we've got here is a Feywild Crocodile. Here we go. And this is uncommon, 18 of 60 in the set. And it's actually Feymeyer Crocodile. That's the right phrase. Feymeyer Crocodile. This is a good sculpt. No way around it. This is actually this is one of those ones where you can actually sort of feel the durability that the DDM miniatures have compared to the Icon of the Realms. I could drop this on the floor all day and I'll pick it up and it'll look just like this. DDM or Icon of the Realm miniatures, I drop them, I'm probably breaking something. In fact, that has happened with one. But overall, this is not a bad paint job, not a bad sculpt. Um, yeah, I mean, you can see the mire on the back. Sort of looks like a Suriname toad. If you haven't seen one of those, I don't recommend looking that video up unless you're interested in being just kind of engrossed by something for an hour, because that's what that does. So the next one here, we're going to see what we got here. Kind of cool looking. All right, so the next one we've got here is a Zent Soldier. I don't have enough Zentarium in my cabinet. Point blank, I don't. And I know that in 5th edition they are more mercenaries than they were the slavers and pirates of 3.5. And this is in that time period, but still, I just don't have enough Zentarium. This is a common. It's 60 of 60. It's a good sculpt. It's a good sculpt. It's a good paint job. This is actually a nice miniature. If you have to put Zentarium or you just need soldiers that are bad guys, this is a good miniature to go with. You can see it. It's a nice job all the way around. I like this one. This is what I'm happy with. Even though it's only common, I still think it's interesting to have. And so the next one here I've got is an uncommon, and I'm pretty excited about this one. It's kind of cool. Here we go. There it is. So what we've got here, see if I can read it here, is an Astral Giant. It's an uncommon, number 2 of 60. Again, translucent. You can see my finger through it. This is just really interesting. Little design on the shield. Paint job is okay. But overall, this is something that's kind of fun. I mean, I don't know how many Astral Giants you're going to come across in Faerun, or for that matter, even in the Astral Plane, out in the multiverse. But still, this is interesting. I like this. So when I realized I was getting that one, I got kind of excited. All right. Hope you all are ready for box number 3. All right. So everyone, I think this is a good box. There's some interesting stuff in this one too. We got the cards again. We're going to start with that one. So we're going to start with this one right here. It was one of the ones on the cards. I'm kind of excited again. This is one of those ones I was looking at going, I'd like to have that. Not a real complicated miniature, but I can see stories building around this. And so this is the Brain in a Jar. It is number 5 of 60, and again, another rare. Hard to see, I know, I apologize. You can sort of see that miniature in there, the brain. Considering its size, it's actually got an interesting sculpt. Just looking at it, the lid on top has a little bit of translucence. Not sure what's keeping it in there, but it's got the brain in there. The base is good looking. This overall, I mean, it's small. I get it. This is a good miniature to have in your cabinet. It's hard to see, but it's fun. You could put it in a campaign. You could do any number of things. This, I'm already thinking of making a big bad guy. He might be my BBEG. Next one we have is another Genku Warrior. So we saw that earlier. That's it. And so that's kind of fun. And what else we got here? We got, oh, this is interesting. This is a good sculpt too. So we have, it's uncommon. We have a Minotaur Mangler, number 31 of 60. This has got a decent paint job. And yeah, it's got a good sculpt to it too. This is one I'm excited to have in. I don't have any Minotaurs, I don't think, in the cabinet. So this is one that's gonna be interesting. He's got even the fur on the back with the skulls, broken horn. Yeah, that's a good mini. And we've got us another, so two commons in this one, because the other one here is another Zent soldier. Is it the same? Yeah, that's the same sculpt, right? Yep, the Zent soldier. There you go. So we saw it earlier. And then here are the other two. I'm kind of excited about this one here. Let's see what we got. Actually, I'm excited about both of the next two, but this one in particular. So what we have here is a Fettered Dracolich. This is another rare, 17 of 60. Here we go. The sculpt on this, it's not a terrible sculpt from the detail perspective. It's just a bad position. It's got the rock. It looks kind of cool. It was used to be a black dragon. You can see it. Yeah, I mean, considering it's DDM, one of the things about DDM is they did put a lot of scale into a lot of their miniatures. I mean, granted, they did have the icon set with the colossal red dragon and some of the smaller ones. Um, but a lot of these dragons, they're bigger than a Zent soldier or a brain in a jar, but they're not really big enough to scale. Which it is what it is. You know, what are you gonna do? But still, kind of like that. That's exciting to have. Um, Part of my concern is if I were to run a campaign with that, I got two other Dracoliches that are huge compared to that. See what I mean? But nonetheless, from a collection perspective, that's a good miniature to have. So now we're going to move on to the next one here. Here we go. So what we have is another rare. This is a Dragloth Abomination. This is a good sculpt. Yeah, here you go. Hold it by its hair. It's got the look. It just does. I don't think I have any Dragloths in my case. I have a miniature of Lolth. I have Driders. I have Drow. I have Drow Arachnomancers. But I think this is the first Dragloth. Um, I'm not sure if there are Dragloths in any other sets, to tell you the truth. There probably are. I haven't looked at them enough. Um, 11 of 60. It's a rare again. Both this and the Fetter Dragon might be ultra rares. I'm going to have to go through and actually take a look and go through that CIS list because they don't delineate the ultra rares from the rares and the star symbol as far as I can tell. So I'm going to actually have to dig into that a little bit. But this is a good looking miniature. I'm happy with this one. That's the backside. So that was box number 3. That means we got 3 left. I do want to thank you all for sticking with me on this. This is a lot of fun for me. I'm hoping it's a lot of fun for you all too. Uh, I do want to also remind you, I do put content up here, not with any regularity, but it doesn't hurt to like and subscribe to videos that you do enjoy. I know subscribing is a bit more than just the videos, but still, if you like the channel, I do put stuff up here when stuff comes in. Not all of it is D&D related. I try to keep it as much as possible D&D miniature related. Sometimes I'm on here ranting about something. Sorry if that happens, but it's my channel. Get over it. Oh, that's cool. Um, and we'll have fun with this. I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to maybe host like an event or something. I think that would be a great way for me to be able to really give something to our community as a whole, not just and I'm not just talking Icons of the Realms and D&D, DDM miniatures. The old chainmail stuff, the stuff that existed before DDM. Bring it. Let's talk about it. If we've got D&D miniatures that are going back to the 70s and 80s when D&D was in its infancy, let's see it. Let's talk about it. Let's really have legitimate discussions. D&D is about to lose its primary link to the mainstream, which is Stranger Things. That means community is going to be that much more important. Hopefully, Wizards and Hasbro understands that and doesn't just try to book us for everything we're worth and then drop the whole thing. That's major corporations for you, but that's another story for another day. And yeah, we got 6. So we're going to save the 2 larger ones for later. And we're going to focus on the smaller ones first. Looks like we have a kobold here. Let's start with this. So what do we got here is a kobold slinger. This is a common. It's got a sling. It's actually a pretty good sculpt on this. I'm happy with this. The paint job, it's a paint job. Nice to see a kobold that's not red. That's a plus. It's in motion. I mean, overall, the pose on this is really good. This is a good miniature. I like this. Not sure what this next thing is. We're going to find out. One of the things that happened with 3.5 is they just started coming up with a lot of creatures. And I mean, every time you turned around, it was something different and something weird. I kind of miss that. And this, I think, is an example of that taking place. What we have here is a Neogi Slaver. It's again 34 of 60, and it's a rare of the set. Here you go. It's a good looking miniature. Nice sculpt. Paint's a little bland on it. Kind of hard to see some of the detail because the paint's so dark. But it's still a fun miniature. I like it. This one's going to be different. We're going to go ahead and pop this open and see what we got going on with this. So this is a Water Archon Shoal Reaver. And it's still in some plastic here, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the plastic. But we're not gonna mess with the plastic for now. Not till after I've had a chance to really look at it. So it might be a little hard to see through the video because of the plastic. See the backside a little bit better. Translucent look. This is number 54 of 60. It's an uncommon. So nothing super special about it. Let's see if I can get the plastic out here without breaking anything. Wow, I'm surprised the plastic is still on it, to tell you the truth. Well, plastic's going to stay on it for now. It's a good mini. It's got a nice sculpt. The only problem I'm seeing with it really is the trident handle, which is stuck in the plastic. I don't know why that is. Um, there we go. Plastic's gone. There we go. And now you can kind of see what we're looking at too. That's actually a gorgeous miniature right there. You know, honestly, considering what some of the rares are compared to this, I'm surprised this isn't uncommon. I really am. 50, yeah, 54 of 60 in the set. This is just a good looking mini. Point blank. Just a good looking mini. No way around that fact. So one of the things I don't really like about this set is a lot of the named characters, and I'm not saying there aren't any in here, but a lot of the named characters aren't in this set. Um, it's almost like there's more monsters than anything, which is fine. But it could be a little better. So, oh, this is cool. So we have a Shadar Kai warrior. So Shadar Kai are in the fifth edition. They're in, I believe, the multiverse book. This is number 42 of 60 in the set. It's a common. The sculpt is okay. It's got enough detail that you can tell that the weapons it's holding are actually weapons it's holding versus part of the body. But the paint job, well, it's a paint job. So it's a common miniature, like I said, not the greatest, but it's all right. You know, that's where it's at on that. Next one here. This is not the large one that came in the box, but it's still a good size, and I'm kind of excited because it's looks like an attractive miniature. Uh, Here we go. What do we have here? We have a young volcanic dragon, number 57 of 60. This is exciting. This is a nice looking miniature. Again, there's a size issue because this doesn't scale, but still, I mean, again, 3.5, we saw dragons coming out for everything. I mean, we were going well beyond metallic crystals and chromatics. This is a volcanic dragon, which is an element. I don't even know if you can call it an element. I don't know what to call it. But anyway, you see that translucent look from Incinereds with the molten rock around it and then the wings. Uh, Again, this is a rare, so this is a good one. I like it a lot. This is an exciting miniature. It's one of the ones I'm really enthusiastic about. This is kind of a cool looking mini also. This is the large one that came in the box. Um, this is an Iron Golem Juggernaut. It's an uncommon, 23 of 60, but it's got a good sculpt. It's got a good sculpt. It's got a good paint job. This looks like it's menacing. Along with this, if your party came across this in 3.5, you should have a problem because this thing, just by its name, should be a problem. It represents there's an issue with it. So this is fun. I like this. Um, this is going to make for some good cabinet candy. I don't know how I get into a 5th edition book, but 3.5, this would be a lot of fun to have. That's box number 4. 4, y'all. We're going on to number 5. 2 boxes left. This one and one more. bear with me while I get this all pulled out. There we go. All right. So we're going to start here. Looks like I think we got another Shadar Kai here. I'm going to find out. All right. So what do we got here? We have a Shadar Kai Witch. This is a rare. It's actually got a good. This is pretty good, actually. It's got a decent paint job considering its size. I'm not sure what the deal is with the hair on the end there, but there it is. The sculpt is okay. The pose is decent. You know, this one is 43 of 60 in the set. You know, this isn't too bad. I like this one. You know, yeah, that's a good one to have for the cabinet. And let's see what we got next here for this next one. This next one here is an uncommon. It is a Human Marauder. Not so happy with this one. You know, the pose is okay, the sculpt is okay, but the paint job, especially on that face, sucks. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at on that. I think that one could have been better. That's the truth of it. Could have been a lot better. We also got another Shot Archive Warrior. You know, we saw that one earlier. It was an okay miniature. This one, 42 to 60, common. That's it, in case you need a reminder. Yeah, and then we've got another Cobalt Slinger too. So those are the two commons out of this box. So we got an uncommon, then we got a couple of uncommon and a rare, and then we've got a couple of commons or whatever. I don't know. Now we're moving on to the bigger two from the set, and I'm kind of excited about these larger two. So here we go. This is a Stone Giant, 47 of 60. This one is an uncommon. It's a good sculpt. It's showing that it's in motion, in attack. It's good on the paint. Paint's actually really good. The sculpt is good. It's got appropriate detail for its size. I'm happy with this. This is a good mini. And then the last one for that box. Kind of excited. I like this, the way this miniature is looking. Oh, this is it. I've been looking for one of these. This is good. This is a Hero Slayer Hydra. This is one of the ultra rares. This one right here. It is 20 of 60 in the set. So it's not necessarily the one I want, which may be in one of the other three boxes. Unfortunately, two of those we won't know about. This is an awesome looking mini, though. Look at all those heads. Look at that. I mean, it's got the body there, but it's just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads, multiple directions, the spines going down the back. You can see the tongues coming out of the mouths, the teeth. I mean, this is a good mini, you guys. I'm excited about this one. This one might actually get a case. Like I said, I'll be researching the value on these. You're not gonna find this anywhere. It's gonna be a hard one to get a hold of. You might get it on eBay, and they're gonna want some cash for it. How much cash? I don't know. We'll find out. But this is an exciting one to have in the set. Um, Point blank, that's That's why I like random box openings. You know, you aren't waiting on someone to not know what they got and then ripping them off. You're waiting on someone to know what not know what they got, and you don't know what they got, and you guys just have to take a guess on it. That's why. That's a mini worth getting in the cabinet right there. I mean, not that I don't have plenty of others, but yeah. Okay, this is the last box we're opening today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry guys. I saw one that was in there and I'm like, oh, well, now we're talking. Uh, apparently this is going to get better as I go into it. Uh, and there we go. So one of these I will not be pulling out of the wrapper because I know exactly what it is. It's going to stay in the plastic because it's an ultra rare. We'll talk about it as we get to it. But first, we have an uncommon here. This is Zentarian Cavalry. Let me go ahead and pull this one out so you can see what we're looking at. This is a good, oh wow. See, this is the thing I like about DDM. Some of these sculpts are so spot on, and this is one of them right here. Paint job could be better, but the sculpt is awesome. This is Zentarian Cavalry. It is an uncommon. It is 58 of 60 in the set. Right there it is. That's it, right there. That one's pretty badass. And it's not the only one I'm excited about. We have a Stormclaw Scorpion here. It's another good looking mini, guys. You know, no way, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Right here we go. This is it. This one is also uncommon, and it is 48 of 50. So I know it's just a Scorpion, but it's still kind of cool. How many of you got Scorpions in your cabinet? This is probably not the first one, but it's still it's just it's worth having there. This one here is Town Guard. It's a human Town Guard. Um, it's okay. You know, it's a common. I don't want to sound like I'm running out on commons, but they're commons for a reason. A little bit of bent sword syndrome. Sculpt is okay. I mean, it's clearly a Town Guard on watch. Um, paint job's actually pretty decent on this. It is number 22 of 60, Human Town Guard. There you go. You know, it's a good mini actually. You know, that's the thing. I don't have enough Town Guard type miniatures, and that one actually becomes one of them. Next one here is another common. It's a skeleton. Again, not enough skeletons. Sorry. Kobolds, goblins, orcs, and skeletons, you can just never have enough of. If you're GMing it all, there it is. And this one's actually pretty good looking, too. I wouldn't mind adding like a dozen more of these to my collection. I think I'd mind paying for a dozen more because this particular set's kind of on the expensive side. Um, but there it is. 45 of 60, common miniature. All right, so this next one here is an uncommon. We're going to do the big one first because I want to do the last one. This one, they actually put cardboard around it. A little irritating, but it is what it is. And it is a trebuchet. A little bit of movement available for it. It is number 52 of 60. uncommon, and you can see it right there. Again, that's kind of a piece of terrain that they included in the set. Not a bad looking miniature. It's actually got a lot of decent detail to it. And here we go. It's not the one I was hoping for, but it's still exciting to have. This one and the Hero Slayer Hydra are both really cool. This one is Manchun, right there. Words of, yeah. So this is an ultra rare. I believe this miniature has been reprinted. Um, and that may be having an impact on its value. I'm not sure on that. Because it's an ultra rare and I caught it before I opened it, we're going to go ahead and leave this one in the package. You can sort of see it though through the plastic. I apologize. If I find out it's worth like $5, I'll open it up and then I'll do a review on it. It's a good sculpt though. It's a very good sculpt and a really good paint job. This is going to be an exciting one to have in the cabinet. Um, and that's it. That's the last of it, everyone. And I do want to thank you all for doing this with me tonight. I know it took time out of your evening to watch me open up some old miniatures that nobody can buy anymore except for eBay. Um, you know, it's good stuff. It really is. This is, in my opinion, and I know my opinion doesn't mean a lot for most of you, or really anything for any of you. And it shouldn't, because it's my opinion. But nonetheless, in my opinion, people going through and focusing on finding these, bringing them to the market is a good thing. What we need to do, though, is find a better way to bring them to the market than eBay. That's the truth of it. We just got to start working together on this. We want to have a community where we're able to collect and have fun with this, and enjoy the miniatures that we are getting our hands on and fighting for and dropping some serious cash for, but also be able to get some of the stuff that's hard to find and really be able to impact our community and help others develop a passion for this particular genre of gaming. We got to start working with each other. We got to build a community. We got to talk to each other. We've got to go to events and say, check out my miniature collection. I've set up a table over here for that. Let's do it at smaller events, you know? Just we're not here to sell, we're not here to trade. We're just here to say this is what I've got. This is what I put my heart and soul into. Bear in mind, I have a lot more going on than D&D miniatures. This is not necessarily my heart and soul, but it's still a thing I'm passionate about. I do want to thank you all for watching this with me. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm going to do this again for you. Eventually, I'll get another box like this, and we'll do another case. It might be more Lords of Madness. They've got the ultra rares. I might just pick up a few singles here and there, and we'll open that, because that means a shorter video and a smaller impact on my immediate budget. We're going to have fun with this, though. You all have a good night. This is your D&D Miniature Madman from Northeast Florida signing off. Good night.